Today I got a pretty good video planned out. Not gonna lie, this one actually caught my eye because I'm a skill-based matchmaking guy. I accuse skill-based matchmaking of a lot of stuff in Call of Duty games. And it really annoys me to certain points because it makes every single game competitive. And I once got into a phase where I only played Rainbow Six Siege. I just completely ditched COD and every other game, and I played the living crap out of Rainbow Six Siege. And the best part about it is that I could warm up in casuals, which was like the pub matches of Call of Duty, but I warmed up in casuals, nice and relaxing, matches. Nobody plays like a sweat in those. Everybody just, casually runs around. And if you did play like a sweat, everybody in the lobby is going to roast you for sweating off in casuals. And then when you want an actual competitive experience, you go into ranked. And you play for an actual rank and you have fun with other players who want to play competitively. That's what I always wanted out of Call of Duty. That's the style of matchmaking I wanted. Even if it's ranked TDM versus casual TDM. I don't even care if it's a ranked playlist like a professional Call of Duty League playlist. I don't even care about that stuff. What I just want is just a ranked side of Call of Duty and a casual side of Call of Duty. Casual so you can get those quick matches of just people who are just messing around, wanting to have some fun, casual Call of Duty gameplay, and then ranked for when you're ready to move on and verse people of skill and you want a little bit more of a challenge. Now obviously that can't be done if you don't have an actual reward for doing so. In Rainbow Six Siege you get a official rank. It's two different ranks. You get your regular rank that you rank up by just playing Rainbow Six Siege, and then you get your ranked rank, which is, your competitive rank for how you actually play when you're playing the ranked playlist. So, with that being said, Call of Duty never really implemented that. You can never really see how good of a player you are. It never really gave you anything to stand out against the rest of the players that you're going up against. So with there being no reason to even go play a ranked playlist, and really actually no official ranked playlist at all in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the community is complaining that skill-based matchmaking is ruining the game because it makes every single casual experience a sweaty experience. There is no such thing as a casual experience when you're playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Everything is competitive. Now, like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. Competitive play is fun, but there's a time and place where you want to play competitively compared to where you just want to relax and just play a video game. There's two different phases and two different styles of play that you have for a video game. And I think to a certain extent, the community has kind of exposed the skill-based matchmaking system to see what it's actually about, and we know the actual facts about what's going on with it. But also, here's a tweet from Charlie Intel saying that Michael Condrey, who actually made Advanced Warfare and Call of Duty World War II, he used to work at Sledgehammer Games. I believe he's at 2K now or something like that. I don't know exactly what he does now. But he used to work on both those titles, Advanced Warfare and World War II, which were both actually a little bit skill-based matchmaking implemented in them, especially in Advanced Warfare. That was a really sweaty game. But he actually stated that they have nothing to do with it. This is all Activision. Activision has every last say when it comes to the skill-based matchmaking in the game. Now, me personally, I was on the fence on who to believe before I saw this tweet. I didn't know if it was actually the developers of the video game who were implementing this horrible system, or if it was actually, the people who are at the top in the suits, Activision, who's controlling everything for a certain reason. But a part of me always wanted to believe that was Activision's fault. Because why would the developers of the video game want to enforce such a strict way to not make everybody's experience enjoyable? When you're developing a video game, usually you have a passion for it. Usually you have a love for the title that you're making. So you don't want people to hate it. You want everybody to love it. And even though you can't please everybody, usually your main goal is to at least please the most people you possibly can. So they don't want to make anybody angry over skill-based matchmaking. But Activision didn't develop this game. They don't have an emotional attachment to this title. They could care less what the community has to say about skill-based matchmaking in their game. Their only main concern is making money. And at the end of the day, skill-based matchmaking is doing the exact thing for them. It's keeping the new players into the game, which hopefully will allow them, more casual players, not the hardcore community, the people who watch all these YouTube videos, Twitch streamers, the tips and tricks for guides and stuff for weapons and all this stuff. They're catering to the more casual crowd. The people who play like maybe 30 minutes to an hour every like 4 days or so. You know, they don't play often. And it's a lot of people out there who play Call of Duty like that. Call of Duty makes millions every single year. Every single year. People buy this game like us or me and maybe some others who play this game daily. And then there's others who buy this game just to play it like once a week. And they're trying to cater to the once a week crowd because they know they can get in their pockets easier. They're not informed, they're not up to date like a lot of you guys are, so they don't know what's better with this title. They don't know Activision isn't caring about the community. They're not fixing any of the bugs, any of the issues, have insanely strict skill-based matchmaking for the more better players. They don't care about any of that. They're noobs, they're playing with other noobs, they're enjoying it, they see a cool camo, they're going to cop it. It's as simple as that, and Activision knows exactly what they're doing, to a point that they even have a patent for skill-based matchmaking that allows people who do purchase skins, like for a weapon, let's say, to match up with people who don't have that skin, and put them on opposite teams, obviously. So if they get killed by them, they see the skin, and they're like, wow, that's really cool, that gun seems OP, let me go buy that as well. It's so corrupt and so messed up, and I knew for a fact it was Activision's fault this whole time. Even though I kind of still partially blame the developers for all the stuff behind the scenes for skill-based matchmaking, overall it's Activision. And sadly, I really don't think that's ever going to change. I think that is going to be a very strict system that is going to be implemented into every single video game we probably see here on out. Because let's be honest here, even though Rainbow Six Siege has an outstanding system placed into it, it's a very old game. Now as we look into the future, these companies know how to make a buck. And they're not going to settle for making the minimum amount. They're going to try to keep making more and more and more money. And that's what this skill-based matchmaking system does for them. Now personally, I'm going to say it again, the best way to do skill-based matchmaking is to simply make a casual playlist and a ranked playlist. Allow casuals to go play in casual, and allow ranked to go play in ranked. But it has to be some type of reward to keep people in ranked. Ranked to be most specific. I think if you just give someone an awesome emblem or something to show off saying, yo, I'm a beast in ranked, this is my rank in it, people will more than likely go play that to try to get those specific tiers to show off their ability in the video game. But they don't do that in Call of Duty. They don't care about that in Call of Duty because they know down to its core Call of Duty is a casual video game. It's not insanely competitive. Yes, they have their MLG side where they have very competitive players, but the mass majority of people who play Call of Duty are not hardcore like that. There are everyday casual players who might hop on, like I said, once a week, twice a week for a couple of hours, maybe like 1 hour tops. And they just hop on to enjoy a little Call of Duty and go on with their lives. Not everybody is a try-hard sweat or a everyday grinder for camos or an everyday grinder for challenges who enjoys Call of Duty on the day-to-day basis. Not everybody is like that. And they know how to get into their pockets. They know they're not educated on anything going on with this game. And they know if they play their cards correctly, they can get tons of money out of their pockets. So no matter what happens, or what the community does, or what we say, I think that's one change that I don't think we'll ever be able to fix. There's a lot of other things, if we do retaliate enough, we can change, but skill-based matchmaking, I just don't think it's one of them. But I'll tell you what, I'm very happy that they took loot boxes out of the game and we don't have to see those again. That's a main thing that I'm worried about, was the god-awful loot boxes that we had to deal with in so many Call of Duty games. Absolutely ruined all of those experiences. I'm not even going to lie, loot boxes by themselves killed COD. And if skill-based matchmaking is going to stick this way and there's nothing we can do about it, at least keep loot boxes away. I'm happy with the microtransaction system that they have in Modern Warfare. I'm not going to lie, I'm actually very happy with it. It's content that's coming out of it, that we're getting a nice flow of stuff, free weapons. No, we already got tons of weapons in the base game as it is, with tons of attachments, with a lot of camos. If you think back to games like COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, we barely got any camos. Like what, 5, 6 camos or something like that? That's all you got? And even if the majority of them aren't good looking, we still got a decent amount of them. I'm not going to lie. So I'm happy with the store being cosmetic only. Cosmetic for, you know, character customizations and weapon customizations. As long as it's nothing paid to win, like purchasing weapons out of crates, or, you know, anything of that sort, I'm happy with it. I think it's a good change for the community. And also, we get free maps. Come on, that's the biggest part of Call of Duty. Weapons and maps. That's all we care about when it comes to content. And we get both of them for free. You have to just grind up the weapons. You don't have to purchase them through loot boxes. You just got to play the game for a certain amount of time, and you can get a free weapon. You don't have to purchase it. And then, of course, for the maps, they're all free, and we're getting a good amount as well. Now, like I said before, if they didn't focus on ground war and 10v10 and all these different modes, we would have a ton of 6v6 maps. But because we have all these modes, it's hard to, you know, get tons of content out of each and every mode. They're going to have to, you know, portion it out. But at the end of this game, I expect tons of maps and tons of content in this title. That was all for free. I can't wait to see what this game looks like at the end of its life cycle, even though it's probably still going to be booty cheeks without red dots on the minimap. But guys, thank you so much for tuning into this commentary. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. If you hate it, go dislike it. If you're brand new and enjoy what you saw, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. If you want to chat with me or see what I'm talking about, you can follow me over on Twitter at JbowenDaMan. And also, if you want to catch me live streaming, I do that over on Twitch at JbowenDaMan. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.